5 of the best releases in 2023 Designer Edition Valentino Born in Roma Intense. This is a very airy vanilla with aromatics such as lavender. You've got vetiver as well, so it does smell quite similar to a lot of other fragrances that have been released recently. The DNA, the note structure is similar, but this one is really well put together. It's a beautiful fragrance, especially in the dry down. In the dry down is when those 3 notes come together and it just smells really good. I kept smelling it when I had it on a test strip testing it. I kept going back to it and smelling it because I really enjoyed it. The vanilla is airy and not too sweet, so you could wear it to pretty much any occasion. It's a really good fragrance to have as a signature scent and a great release from Valentino. So this is Born in Roma Intense. Coconut, salt and sandalwood are going to be the main notes in this number 2. This is Hugo Boss Bottled Pacific. This I've actually really been enjoying recently. It's not a complex fragrance particularly. It wasn't really what I expected from a Boss flanker. It's much more tropical than I was expecting. It's a little bit creative almost. Doesn't smell similar to the other fragrances. And I actually really like it. It's very, very summery. Imagine you're laying on the beach or sunbathing, you've got salty skin and you've got a pina colada. This is the kind of vibe this gives off, very summery. I really love the way that Hugo Boss went with this fragrance, an easy to wear fragrance, and also it's actually good value for money. I think I paid around £70 for 200ml. So this is going to last you a long time, and if you want something to transport you to that beach that I just spoke about, this is it. Now, number 3, I wasn't exactly sure if I should include this one or not, so let me know what you think of this one. This is Yves Saint Laurent Y Eau Intense. So the reason why I have included it is because I really enjoyed the smell, but I think it's a little bit overpriced still for what it is. It's still sitting at around £100. Maybe on if you get a deal, you can get it for around £90 for 100ml. Still quite expensive for what you get, especially when we have all these other Y flankers, which are really good in themselves. This one is a bit more spicy and zingy than the original, the Y EDP. This has ginger, this is more woody as well, so perhaps you could say it's suited for someone who's a bit older. So the YSL Y line themselves maybe lead a tiny bit juvenile. Not saying that you can't wear them if you're older, but they just have a bit of a youthful feel. This one perhaps could be worn by someone older, perhaps to a more formal situation. So it is a really nice fragrance, and I think it's a good release, but I would argue that the Y EDP is still a better purchase, especially when you're looking at price versus performance versus the overall quality. But I really enjoy the smell, so that's why it's made it to this list as one of the best fragrances released in 2023. This is Yves Saint Laurent Y Eau de Parfum Intense. Now, these last 2 are bangers and they're fantastic releases for this year. This is SPICEBOMB Infrared Eau de Parfum. I loved this as soon as I tried it. I love the whole SPICEBOMB line, and this is a great addition. This is a cinnamon bomb. This smells similar to those cinnamon sweets you get. It has got this sweetness with lots of cinnamon, you've got chili, and you've also got this resinous quality, which at the start reminded me slightly of Kilian Intoxicated, because Kilian Intoxicated has coffee and spices, and because of the resinous notes in here, this kind of reminded me of that smell, although it wasn't exactly the same. But this smells high quality, it smells interesting, and I think it's going to be a perfect fragrance to wear on these summer evenings that we're about to start having. So I can't wait to wear this when I'm going to events this summer evening. A great release. Let me know what you think of this new infrared Eau de Parfum. This is number 2. Now, number 1 and my new favourite release for this year, this is Jean Paul Gaultier Le Male ELIXIR. I think this is a fantastic release by Jean Paul Gaultier. Smells similar in quality and style to the Le Male Le Parfum, which is a fantastic fragrance, and I still love that. But this has a very strong, prominent mint opening. It's very vibrant and energetic in the opening. I love mint. I love mint and lavender mixed together, which this does really well. Where this differs mostly to the Le Male Le Parfum is this has much more of a strong dry down. This has honey, this has tobacco. So this smells quite complex actually, and it smells almost like you could wear it in a formal occasion. It smells absolutely brilliant. Le Male Le Parfum was more of a date night fragrance to me. This is more of a dressing up, impressing people fragrance. If you want a Jean Paul Gaultier Le Male that's to wear in those sort of situations, then this is it. Smells fantastic, great release, good longevity, interesting composition, doesn't smell too similar to the other Le Male flankers. It sits on its own in terms of style, in terms of quality, and it's a fantastic bottle as well. The bottle alone is just beautiful and worth having, but the scent is also great. I think it's a great release. So if you've tried Le Male ELIXIR. Let me know what you think, and let me know your favourite fragrance release so far of this year. I'm sure there's plenty more to come as we're only halfway through the year, but I'm really keen to know what you think.